So, if you ever heard anyone say the Jews invented Hollywood, let me explain to you how that happened. So, boom, we all know how the Jews were like placed in ghettos and like it was just horrible. And then they set out to go to America. They thought like their life was gonna change. They was just gonna find so much success, and it was just people were really excited to come to the Americas and see the new world full of hopes and dreams. But it didn't quite work out like that. Jewish people have always like been a minority in the European race. There's never been that many of them, so like they always had to like stick together and find a way. They started putting movie theaters in their communities, and people went to the movies religiously. It kind of like sold a fantasy, sold a dream, showed people what America allegedly represented, what it could represent, what it could be. Movies were just a way to show people the impossible, or sell a dream, a fantasy, television. And times were so hard back then, so movies were like escapism. Seeing something like on this big screen that's so much bigger than you, it being in a movie kind of just created this aura, this vibe, this aesthetic, this fantasy world. It was escapism for people in such a cold times. And if there wasn't a base of something, a muse, an idol for it, movies gave, these filmmakers the opportunity to create that. So people started to be fans of these celebrities and what they represented. You know, now we have stan culture. Now we have people who, slowly start to subconsciously develop lifestyles around these movies, films. Even now, just by social media, people, develop these aesthetics and create these worlds for themselves based on who they look up to. Then when kids got brought into entertainment, creeps, had their fun with that. And also parents would, sell their children to be movie stars. And that's when child labor laws had to start being created, because back then, whether you were an adult or a child, if you were in the film industry, your life was pretty much controlled, because like I said, these people were muses, they were icons, idols. So their image had to be controlled, whether that was their public life, private life. It was just insane. So just imagine what child actors had to go through. Then, of course, when parents started being in the house less, television, phones, social media started raising children, and yeah,